What is Java? Java is a high-level, object-oriented programming language developed by Sun Microsystems, now owned by Oracle. It is platform-independent, meaning that Java programs can run on any operating system that has a Java Virtual Machine (JVM) installed. What are the main features of Java? The main features of Java are platform independence, object-oriented programming, automatic memory management, garbage collection, strong type checking, and exception handling. What is the difference between a class and an object in Java?
A class in Java is a blueprint or template for creating objects.
It defines the properties and behaviors that an object of that class will have. An object, on the other hand, is an instance of a class. It represents a specific entity and can be created and manipulated at runtime. What is the difference between the static and final keywords in Java? The static keyword is used to define class-level variables and methods that can be accessed without creating an instance of the class. The final keyword, when applied to a variable, makes it a constant, cannot be changed, and when applied to a class or method, prevents it from being subclassed or overridden, respectively. What is the difference between an abstract class and an interface in Java? An abstract class can have both abstract and non-abstract methods, while an interface can only have abstract methods, prior to Java 8. A class can implement multiple interfaces, but it can extend only one abstract class. Abstract classes can have instance variables, but interfaces cannot. What is the purpose of the finally block in a try-catch finally statement? The finally block is used to define a section of code that will be executed regardless of whether an exception occurs or not. It is often used to perform cleanup actions, such as closing open resources, files, database connections, or releasing acquired locks. What is the difference between the StringBuilder and StringBuffer classes? Both StringBuilder and StringBuffer are used to manipulate strings, but StringBuffer is thread-safe, synchronized, whereas StringBuilder is not. Therefore, StringBuilder is generally preferred for single-threaded scenarios due to its better performance. What is the difference between method overloading and method overriding? Method overloading refers to having multiple methods with the same name but different parameters within the same class. Method overriding, on the other hand, occurs when a subclass provides a specific implementation of a method that is already defined in its superclass. Overriding is based on inheritance and polymorphism. What is the purpose of the finalize method? The finalize method is a protected method defined in the object class.
It is called by the garbage collector before an object is destroyed and memory is reclaimed.
It can be overridden to perform any necessary cleanup or resource releasing tasks before the object is garbage collected. What is the difference between the == operator and the equals method?
The == operator compares object references for equality, i.e., whether two objects refer to the same memory location.
The equals method, by default, behaves the same way as == and compares object references. However, it can be overridden in a class to provide a custom implementation for comparing the values of objects. What is a package in Java? A package in Java is a way to organize related classes and interfaces into a single unit.
It provides namespace management and helps prevent naming conflicts.
Packages also facilitate access control by defining visibility rules through the use of access modifiers like public, protected, and private. What is the difference between ArrayList and linked list? ArrayList and linked list are both implementations of the list interface in Java.
ArrayList uses a dynamic array to store elements, allowing for fast random access but slower insertions and deletions.
Linked list uses a doubly linked list, providing fast insertions and deletions at both ends but slower random access. What is the difference between an instance variable and a class variable? An instance variable, also known as a non-static variable, is associated with individual instances of a class. Each instance has its own copy of instance variables. A class variable, or static variable, is shared among all instances of a class. There is only one copy of a class variable, regardless of how many instances are created. What is the this keyword in Java?
The this keyword in Java is a reference to the current object.
It can be used inside an instance method or a constructor to refer to the object on which the method or constructor is called. It is often used to differentiate between instance variables and method parameters or local variables that have the same name. What is method overloading in Java? Method overloading is the ability to define multiple methods with the same name but different parameters within a class. The compiler determines which method to call based on the number, type, and order of the parameters provided. Method overloading allows for code reuse and provides flexibility. What is the super keyword in Java?
The super keyword in Java is used to refer to the superclass of a class.
It is often used to invoke the superclass's constructor or to access the superclass's methods or variables that have been hidden or overridden in the subclass. It can be used within constructors and instance methods. What is the purpose of the transient keyword?
The transient keyword in Java is used to indicate that a variable should not be serialized when an object is converted to a byte stream, e.g., for storage or network transmission.
Transient variables are not included in the default serialization process. What is the purpose of the throws clause in a method declaration? The throws clause in a method declaration specifies the exceptions that the method might throw but does not handle. It allows the caller of the method to be aware of the possible exceptions and handle them accordingly using a try-catch block or propagate them further. What is a singleton class in Java? A singleton class is a class that allows only one instance of itself to be created. It usually provides a global point of access to that instance. The singleton pattern is commonly used in scenarios where only a single instance of a class is required, such as database connections or thread pools. What is the Java Virtual Machine, JVM? The Java Virtual Machine, JVM, is a virtual machine that executes Java bytecode. It provides a runtime environment in which Java programs can run independently of the underlying hardware and operating system. The JVM is responsible for memory management, garbage collection, and bytecode interpretation.